Lair of the Siren, an Arthurian fairy tale retelling, written by Jason Hamilton, narrated by Jocelyn Duford. Chapter 1. The pupil in Archimago's eye recoiled in an instant as a gleam of the first light he'd seen in days made his entire face tense. It wasn't even a lot of light, just a crack in the door to his cell at the top of the tallest tower in the House of Pride. But it was enough to send pain coursing through his head. Yet that pain was nothing compared to what plagued the rest of his body. It had been days since he'd eaten, slept, or felt the cool touch of water. He'd hung in this room by one arm chained to the ceiling, his toes just barely scraping the stone floor beneath. He was just close enough to touch it, but not close enough to enjoy the blessed release of taking the weight off his arm. But he was resilient. In his heart, he knew he deserved the punishment. He had let the knight and that girl go, and in so doing, he had foiled his mistress's plans. Pain would make him stronger, better able to resist the strengths and magic of his enemies. As a sorcerer himself, he knew that pain was often a great proponent of magic. He would survive, and he would come out stronger than ever. Yes, the pain in his eyes was nothing. He was the master of his own pain. Blinking, he tried to catch a glimpse of a figure entering from outside. She was a thin woman dressed in all black, with straight hair that flowed down below her waist, and she had pale, beautiful skin. Had he not been tied to the ceiling, he would have knelt. "My lady," he muttered. The sound barely escaped his swollen throat and his dry, cracked lips. It was his mistress, Duessa, she who imprisoned him here, but also gave him reason to live. "Archie," she said in a sweet, endearing tone. Her voice was a song, penetrating every sinew of his body and lending him strength. She was finally here for him. Even her presence was enough to ease his suffering. She strode forward and brought with her a glass. She approached his place in the center of the room, reached up.
"Sample complete. Ready to continue?"